Hi everyone, it's Peter Grade from the Purple House in Forth.
Hello and happy Christmas. Hope you all had a really great Christmas and looking forward to a good new year.
Yeah, so it's the second day of Christmas or Boxing Day in Australia, and we're just touching base and sharing some stuff, how you can keep healthy and what to do when your health crumbles from Christmas actually. Because Christmas can be heaps of fun and enjoyable for a lot of people, but it's hard on the body. And yesterday we had our Christmas family party in our paddock, surrounded by trees and pasture and grass and yummy food. And one of our little grandsons got really bad hay fever. His eyes were watering and he got hives and
sneezing like crazy.
And he looked really miserable as well. And so in a minute I'll tell you what helped him. But first, and what we did to make his day better. So there are things you can do at home with natural remedies, like without putting toxins in your body. And but Peter just wants to share some facts and figures on hay fever.
Apparently there's 1 in 5 people in Australia suffer with hay fever, and that equates to about 4.5 million people. So it's a lot of people suffer with it. And I had a client come to me. She was young, about 20-year-old I guess, had really bad allergies and bordering on asthma and hay fever, and she swore by what I suggested to her.
And what did you suggest, Peter?
I recommended she have salt and water, so adequately hydrate and adequate minerals, and then complex
pink salt.
Yeah, complex P is a set of nutrients that helps balance the nervous system, so it cuts down on allergy symptoms. And then the other thing was a specific probiotic called immunosymbiotic immune power, and specifically put together for allergies, hay fever, asthma sufferers. And she came back time and time again to collect her complex P, because she'd go off it every now and then and her allergies would get worse again. And the other thing is, because of Christmas there's a lot of sweet food around usually, and that will upset people with allergies and asthma, because it's the sugary things that are the worst foods for them. Fats and proteins are the best foods for people who suffer with allergies and asthma. So the ketogenic diet that we recommend most people, or all people, try to get most of their energy from fats. That's by far the best food source for people who suffer with asthma.
So savoury foods more than sweet, if you wonder what that means. And good fats are like butter and coconut oil, and meat fats and salt, the pink salt. Water and pink salt is absolutely vital, because, for instance, if you have anaphylactic shock or a really bad reaction, or you're about to die, you get rushed off to hospital, the first thing the medical staff do is put you onto a saline drip, which is literally a bag of water with salt in it. And it's not even healthy salt, by the way. And your body, you start to feel better immediately.
So if someone's starting to suffer with hay fever, allergy,
you put salt on the tongue. So I'll just show you
at least a quarter teaspoon straight on their mouth, followed by 2 glasses of water.
A pinch of salt like that is even good. Just let that absorb in the mucous membranes of your mouth. And that immediately opens up, any potential swelling that happens in the throat. So I'm just going to down this with my cup of tea.
Another one of our grandsons, he gets quite a few different reactions to different foods, and Grada always puts massive amounts of iodine on him, or recommends our daughter do that if he gets hives and things. So, and that
iodine is absolutely the best first aid. So like this is, that's not enough. I would probably give him that much, and he's only tiny. I just put it all over
his body to soak in through the
top
skin.
of his head, and I even do that with my pets as well. If anything happens to the dog or the cats, like Freddy, sometimes with his ear gets itchy. Freddy is our Labradoodle. I put iodine on his neck area and it goes away straight away. So iodine seems to cut through, like it literally cuts through that allergic reaction. And then the body gets a window period to restore, to reset itself. One time, a few years ago, we had a new client, or no, rather somebody, a new staff member, and she came to our staff party, and it was weather like this, so like it was nice. We were outside in our garden with lots of flowers. Like our garden is literally exploding at the moment, isn't it? And immediately her throat started to swell up, her ears were watering, and
nose and eyes probably.
Yeah, she wanted to go home, and I thought, oh, that's a pity. So I gave her a massive amount of iodine to drink in water, so that it would literally go past the tissue that was all irritated, and then made her a big drink of salt water, and then that already took the edge of it, and then I simply diffused her allergic reaction by holding the body's most important stress points, which are here. So like I'll just show Pete, turn your head, and then hold the back of the head as well. This is the survival brain part. And so this is what I did for about 10 minutes. And she completely recovered and was able to enjoy the rest of the evening. So you can do this to yourself if you have two hands. Most of us are lucky enough to have two hands. And I can guarantee...
or you can do it to other people.
That's right.
Who are suffering.
Yeah, sometimes you don't have the luxury of somebody else around you when you feel sick, so you have an allergic reaction. You can lie down, propped up with pillow, so rest your arm on a pillow and do that yourself. And what it actually does is it sends blood flow to the part of the brain that's dealing with allergy, and it stimulates the survival brain. Works like a charm. When you do it on yourself, you sometimes have to lie there for 20 minutes before it goes away, but then you've healed your own body. You haven't just masked the symptoms, because a lot of drugs, or things that you get over the counter to help you snap out of an allergic reaction, they just mask the problems, and it's just helps you to keep going till next time, and it hits you again, and then it hits you again. Whereas what we're telling you tonight, that's literally going to reset your body so you become stronger, and so you don't get triggered as easily.
Plus, people who are totally deficient of minerals and trace minerals, they have a lot more allergies than other people.
Yeah, so that means up your salt, especially this time of the year.
We're losing a lot extra salt when it's hot. We're sweating and losing minerals and trace minerals. Yeah. And so we need to increase the water, increase the salt to have adequate minerals and trace minerals to prevent those allergies happening.
Because everyone is dehydrated at the moment. Like I looked at 10 lots of blood last week from different clients, and every single sample was dehydrated, because people are just not drinking enough even when it's hot. And so another point that I've sometimes shown already, but I'll show it to you again. There's like a point in the ear, so I'll show it to Peter. So the highest point there in the ear, you squeeze that really hard. So if you're by yourself in the bush and you just got bitten by an insect, or you have a really bad allergic reaction like anaphylactic shock, you literally squeeze those points on your ears, or get somebody else to do it for us, and hold it till your anaphylactic shock or your allergies have gone. That's like Chinese wisdom or Chinese energy points. And I've used that many times over with really good results as well. So these are some things like simple wisdom that's at your fingertips that can potentially sometimes save your life, but definitely make your life better and make your immune system stronger. That have helped us in our family and our clients, so you get to enjoy your life and feel safe inside your body, because I can tell you, if you constantly have allergic reactions, you're actually not feeling very safe in your body, do you, Pete?
No.
It takes all the fun out of it.
It's as if you can't trust your own body.
Yeah.
Which
So
is
complex P, that balances your P's for parasympathetic side of your nervous system, but we won't go into that too much. But it really helps to restore your nervous system, and the immune power heals your body, so you stop reacting to triggers. Like some people have cat allergies or dog allergies or horse allergies, and yet they love their pets.
And then we've also had people who have been, who are really sensitive to pyrethrum dust when it's being harvested, but now it's out in full bloom, and both Grada and I, we get them to bring some pyrethrum with them, and we do an energy balance, energy healing with the pyrethrum pollen.
Which is like a desensitization session, and it works.
Yeah. Grada had a chap one time who was really allergic to poison ivy. and she did a correction on him, and then got the poison ivy out of the plastic bag and rubbed all over him. And
I didn't rub it. I rubbed it in one spot.
But he was nearly panicking because he had such a bad reaction, but it didn't affect him. So
he was very angry actually. he started swearing a little bit, but I assured him that he would be all right, because I can see the energy and feel the energy. And I know when the body is in distress when the body is feeling safe. He
was a gardener, so he came across it quite a lot. Yeah.
He's been good. He's been good ever since. So don't assume that just because you have a problem that it can't be healed, because all problems can be healed. We just need to find the key, that fits in the lock, and so you can open and shut that door literally and put it behind you. So we have a lot of experience with allergies, and so these are first aid, these are remedies that work. But if you need more help than this, of course you need to come in for a session to heal your allergies, and that means heal your nervous system, heal your immune system, and then it's like your car is back on 4 wheels, right? Then sometimes you just need a little bit of adjusting after that, but usually you're right after that. So I'm really happy that we can help people like this and turn people's lives around. And we've saved farmers from having to sell their farm because, they stop being allergic to their crops. And I've got hundreds of stories like that. So, and by the way, the good thing is you don't need to believe in those treatments for them to work. It's nothing to do with power of the mind or not, isn't it, Pete?
No, because we're just a whole heap of energy, really, if you get down to the bottom of it. Yep.
So I hope you have a really good holiday break. I wanted to, I don't like to use the word break.
A good happy resting time.
Because I don't want you to have any breaks. I want you to have a nice relaxation time.
Nice holiday if you've got time off work.
Fun and bonding, reset your nervous system, drink lots of water with salt, and iodine.
Have your iodine and
have some of these special products if you're one in 5 people who are suffering with allergies. And come and see us again on the 6th of January. If you urgently need products, you can order online. I'll post the link below here, and we will post it off to you during the holiday. So if you need anything like iodine or salt or immunosymbiotic or Auto P or anything else, we still do.
Complex P it is. Yeah. But we'll be back on the 6th of January.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Peter will be doing the postal orders because he likes to get away from me for peace and quiet. And he'll be pottering around in the clinic doing his own little thing. Okie doke. Hope
All
you
right.
have fun, everyone, and see you next week. Bye.
Bye.